I want you to think about your 10-year-old self. That's me in the middle. Did you have an image of what work might be when you got older? Maybe you didn't. A lot of kids don't. But I'm guessing you didn't want what a lot of people have today. 1 out of 4 are feeling burnt out. 58% say that they're struggling. We have engagement scores globally at 23%, costing the global economy almost $9 trillion. 5 very different generations trying to work together in the workplace. And loneliness. The Surgeon General says loneliness is an epidemic. Remote work, hybrid work, RTO. Oy, when are we going to figure this all out? And then came those 2 little letters. For me, AI was love at first ChatGPT click. Amazing. And soon it became a high priority for our CEOs. And I don't know about you, but the one thing I know for sure on AI is that it is here to stay. So how are you using AI? Well, you know the #1 use right now is companionship and therapy. And this is actually really ironic because at work, AI is stressing us out. 1 out of 3 people feel very uncomfortable using it, and many people are understandably freaking out that AI is going to take their jobs. Outside of work, we are spending less time with other human beings. We are doing DoorDash and drive-thrus. We're live streaming instead of going to the movies. And our phones, doom scrolling, taking away precious time we used to spend with other human beings. And this is worrisome because we are social creatures. As Esther Perel says, the quality of all of our relationships determines the quality of our lives. So what happens when we're spending less time with people? Well, it makes one place extra important for relationships, and that place would be work. Do you know that most of us will spend 90,000 hours in our lifetime at work? And for me, I'm so proud of the fact that I have made great friends at both virtual and in-office jobs in my career. So we know that it feels good to have great work relationships, but it's also good for business. Gallup says that 10% higher customer sat for companies that have higher employee engagement. HBR data says that companies that promote collaboration have 5x greater chance of higher performance and innovation. So this all brings me to my core message tonight, which is to ask every company to focus on human connection as a superpower that AI will never be able to replace. It's good for people and it's good for profits. Yeah, bring it on. We need less artificial and more real. When I have felt fully valued and supported by my colleagues, by my bosses, a boss checking in, seeing how I'm doing, celebrating a team's success, it feels really good. I'm able to be my very best, aren't you? So that's what connection feels like. But what about disconnection? Well, remember George Costanza napping under his desk? Today, it might look more like Zoom cameras that are turned off so you can't even see facial expressions. Or maybe it looks like career development conversations that never take place. What worries me is I'm seeing more companies treat this as business as usual, just another annoying problem to tolerate instead of tackle. And we know that that is not a recipe for long-term success. So let's talk about some solutions. Like improving your health, you'd get some data. I want you to go back to your employee engagement data, go deep on trust and relationships. How are people connecting with each other? And then think about 4 bold moves. Cultures that connect. Design processes with connection at the core, and teach storytelling so people talk more about themselves. Number 2, AI we can trust. Policies and training that cover transparency and responsible use. Number 3, leaders who lift, training for managers on empathy and connection and listening skills and hold them accountable. And number 4, meaningful team rituals. Get teams together, do fun things like volunteer work together, and find chances for micro connections. Every day we can all lead with purpose, find meaning in small moments, be the kind of boss that everyone will remember. And please, let's cut the corporate BS and be real. Let's be FFR. Because you know what? Machines are getting better at being human than we are. And so it's on us to lean into human connection as our superpower that AI can't replace. That 10-year-old version of you, let's build the workforce that people will work for the next few generations. Come on, humans, we got this.